Xin Chao, what's up everybody? Alright, today we're going to talk about this. So, I hadn't had a new phone for, I don't know. Before I get into it, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. It really helps a little YouTuber like me. It's one click. If you want to leave a like and a comment, that's also greatly appreciated. If not, keep it moving. I just want to give you some insight onto what happened with me on my purchasing of the Samsung Z Fold 4, the watch, and kind of how it was done. So it was really bad. I'm not bad talking Samsung or Vietnam, but the way that it was handled here was pretty ridiculous. So we got the phone, what was it? I think the 16th of last month, right? Well, come to find out, there's no case, there's no phone cover for the outer screen. The watch isn't in stock yet. So pretty much I get a brand new, $1,700 phone, and it's useless for, they say at first that, hey, we're gonna have you this stuff soon. It's gonna be available real soon, like five days max. And then we got a voucher for pre-buying in the store. I got a $4 million Vietnamese dong voucher, which is great. I went ahead and got like the pen and the case and the headphones and stuff like this. But the problem was the timing of everything. So I get the phone, right? This is the phone I have. I don't have this case. I'll show you. Tremendous phone, by the way. I'm super glad I bought it. And the reason why I bought... Hello. So this is it. I got the pen case. And then I have the Samsung 6 watch because it has an EKG and blood pressure monitor, ECG, and a blood pressure monitor. So for me, that was like a no-brainer. I hadn't upgraded anything in a long time. My watch was about 3 years old. My phone was almost 4 years old. So the battery was short. The screen, both screens on my OnePluses had image burn on it from the signal strength on the top. So if you'd rotate and watch something, it had image burn. So I'll explain exactly what I did. I came in, I pre-bought the phone. We got the phone for a good deal. They gave us discounts and stuff because we pre-ordered quite ahead of time. I think 2 weeks ahead of time, 3 weeks ahead of time. I pre-bought the watch. I pre-bought the other things. Well, actually, the $4 million voucher, right, we thought was going to be live the day we picked up the phone. Well, come to find out, they made us wait 15 days to get that $4 million voucher. And then on top of that, to boot, they did not have any cases in stock when the phone launched. They didn't have the screen protector for the outside screen, so there was no way to protect your investment into your phone. And it just started going back and forth. My wife had to be contacting Samsung on a daily basis to figure out, like, where's this voucher? Has this stuff come in stock yet? It was just, what happened is they had the phone ready, and sure, they launched it on the day they were supposed to, but nothing else was ready. The watch got delayed like 2 weeks. I think I ended up waiting 3.5 weeks to get the watch, and I waited 3.5 weeks to get the accessories for the phone. So I pretty much had this phone that I wasn't using because who's going to want to take out a phone like that without a cover on it and without a protective screen on the screen? You're going to instantly get scratches on that thing. Now, granted, the quality of the product is amazing. I give the phone like a 9.5, a 9.2 all day long. I would even go 9.5. It's awesome. The battery's great. I get about a day and a half out of it. The watch is tremendous. I get 2 days, 2.5 days out of that. Tracks everything. Tracks snoring patterns. It tracks O2 levels. It does all kinds of stuff that I wanted in a watch. So as far as the products go, they're tremendous. I'm glad I made the upgrade to the Flip 4. But would I ever pre-buy a product again from this Samsung store or Samsung in Vietnam? No. I would just wait until it's been out for a month, because then all the stuff is already available. It's out. You can actually use it. Like, the phone is absolutely tremendous. If you're thinking about getting a foldable phone, we're gonna walk now because I gotta walk to the next destination. So I'm gonna finish out the information that comes with the rest of this video. So yeah, let me do a thumbnail. I think it's funny to leave that stuff in. Some people edit out their thumbnail stuff, but as we know, I like to not edit things. But as far as the product goes, it's absolutely tremendous. I got 1 terabyte of storage. We got a really good discount. I think we got somewhere around a $10 million discount with special codes that came out on certain days. The thing that they really dropped the ball on was the voucher for $4 million that we were told we were supposed to get when we picked up the phone, which we come to find out it took about 21 days, and it took us having to call Samsung every day because they were sending the code to your email, and they kept saying they sent it. I know how to check spam. I know how email works. Literally, it took Winnie 2 weeks of calling Samsung, the actual Samsung Vietnam, and getting higher and higher in the tier of support to finally get a lady to actually send the code. They never sent one, by the way. And it never flagged any of this stuff. It never put it in the spam or anything. So finally we get this code, and we go in to use the code to buy a case, right? Now this is 20 days after the phone's been out. No cases in stock. No protective screen in stock. Still didn't have the watch, which they were sending to me separate that I couldn't pick up at the store. It was extremely just unorganized, and it made you feel pissed off that you just spent, $1,700 for a phone. And you got to realize $1,700 seems crazy for a phone, but this is what I do. This is my job. I do a lot of shit on my phone, so it's a great investment for me for the next 3 years. I use the phone for 3 years. I use it till it's literally not usable. I'm not a guy that needs a cutting edge brand new phone that's just like, I don't need to have a new iPhone every year. I don't need to have a new Fold every year. I'm happy to get a product that's going to work, do what I need it to do. This does. I'm able to control the stream greatly off this phone because it has all the real estate. I can open up an OBS. I can have multiple cameras now on stream. I can switch to, I can do all the stuff, so nobody else has to. So as far as that goes, it'll pay for itself after probably a year, which is fine. And they did let me pay on, a credit system, 0% for 2 years. So not that big of a deal there, I'm able to pay for it monthly without a percentage stake. It's just the terrible way in which they rolled out the phone and all the stuff with it. If they're not going to have any accessories ready for the phone within 21 days of its release, they should have pushed back the phone. You have to realize the screen on this thing is it's like the outer case of it. So how can you use a phone without a screen protector on it? You can't put it in your pocket. It'll go scratch instantly. I got one little scratch on the main front display, and I was putting it in a sunglass, a non-scratch little pouch, and then wrapping it up in a shirt and putting it in my bag, and it's still got a scratch on it, which just pissed me off. And then us having to call Samsung over and over and over again to get this email. Win probably put 2 hours of time into, maybe 3 or 4, into calling constantly to get this voucher. We almost thought we got hoodwinked and there was no voucher. It got to that point where I was just like, F it, let's just go buy the shit. I need to have the case on it or it's useless. It just sits next to me on the couch, and it never really left the couch area for 3 weeks. I'd rather be doing a video that, buy a Samsung product, pre-order here. It's great. You get everything right when it comes out. That just was not the situation. And then the guy that we bought the phone from ended up blocking Win after the second week of calling and being like, where's the voucher? Where's the watch? Because there's never giving a solid timeline of when this stuff was actually coming out. So, and then that guy immediately lied when we saw him to pick up the accessories and stuff. Mind you, I had to go there with that voucher, order the accessories, and wait 3 days to even receive them. It was just so, what? And the guy said he changed his phone number. I'm like, sure you did, bro. Well, Winnie's a persistent person, so I'm just saying, don't be too hyped to get something on a pre-order here, even though the deal's really good. Or if you do, just know that you're probably not going to get any accessories for it for a couple of weeks after the launch of the phone. Sure, if there is a day where you can order it and save, 5 to 10 million on the phone, kind of like I did. And at the end of the day, it was still worth it, but I should have just left it in a box, turned it on, made sure it worked, and just left it in the box until I had the accessories for it. That's how shit it was. And frustration level 100, because you're like, what the hell, I want to use this phone, it's a great phone. Now as far as reviewing the phone, we can jump into that. I know a lot of people aren't going to watch this video. This isn't going to be what people of my channel watch and want to come watch, so I'm fine with that, but I still want to review it. Tremendous phone. Like I said, 9.5. I have almost no flaws with it whatsoever. Nothing drives me crazy about it. The pen is super useful. I use it every day because I take notes on content I want to shoot. So now I can just, open up the thing, go to notes, write the note. It's so much easier than using the keyboard. It's great for watching YouTube. It's great for, I'm going to try to edit videos on it and maybe see that I don't have to take my laptop with me. But as far as the product goes, tremendous. The watch, tremendous. Everything's been tremendous. I actually got a pair of headphones too because we had enough of that voucher extra after I bought the accessories that I got a wireless charger that came with the phone because I bought it at Samsung. It turned out to be very good, but it was just a frustrating, 21 days after I had the phone in hand. And like I said, I'm not trying to badmouth anything. I just want the experience to be out there so you can kind of come to see what to expect if you do a pre-order product on a Samsung in Vietnam, in Saigon, at the Samsung store. So that's the video. I hope it was helpful for someone. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.